Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's continue with our Nebensätze. We try to connect them in different ways. Don't give up and let's go. So last time we had the very famous das Nebensatz, which means something something, that something something. We talked about some examples. I gave you also some options to make nice statements. And we have 3 sentences we want to correct. Let's read. Claudia hat den Zug verpasst. Es ist möglich, dass Claudia den Zug verpasst hat. It is possible that Claudia missed the train. Hat morgen keine Zeit. Es ist schade, dass morgen keine Zeit hat. It is unfortunate that tomorrow he has no time. Du merkst dir den Termin. Es ist notwendig, dass du dir den Termin merkst. It is necessary that you remember the appointment. So, talking about position, we have here das, then we have the subject here in blue, then we have additional information, we have object, we have time, whatever we want to put, and at the very end, we have the verb on the final position. This is what we have to remember for this kind of construction. Something, something, comma, das, subject, additional stuff, and verb. The example here also gave you a negation, which is quite easy, grammatically speaking. Es gefällt mir nicht, dass gelogen hat. I don't like it that he lied. If you want to say, I like it that he didn't lie, it's quite easy. You don't have to say it here. Es gefällt mir, I like it, dass nicht gelogen hat. So luckily, the negative statements are quite easy. Another thing we want to check out is building a question. Building a question is also not the hardest. We have here an example, sich erkälten, to catch a cold. And we want to say, is it true or is it correct that Karl caught a cold or catched a cold? This is a normal question without question word. What do we have to do here? We have to change the position of the verb subject. Verb subject. Stimmt es, dass Karl sich erkältet hat? Everything else is the same. If we want to answer, yes, it's right, we have to start with the subject, of course. Es stimmt, comma, das. And then we can continue like usual. Es stimmt, dass Karl sich erkältet hat. If you want, you can press pause. You can do the other 4 examples, try to practice a little bit, and then we will compare. Let's see. Stimmt es, dass du ein Auto gekauft hast? Is it correct that you bought a car? Stimmt es, dass Hannah sich ein Auto gemietet hat? Is it true or is it correct that Hannah rented a house? Stimmt es, dass Paul einen Unfall hatte? Is it correct that Paul had an accident? Stimmt es, dass alle die Prüfung bestanden haben? Is it correct that all passed the exam? Here we have perfect tense, and don't forget, first we have the Partizip 2, and then we have haben or sein. Haben, sein, depends on the verb. I give you another example for a second. Stimmt es, dass du nach Japan reisen willst? So again, subject here after the das. And now we have here a modal verb. This is not perfect tense. It is another option to express something. Is it true that you want to travel to Japan? What do we have here? I said it last video also, you can check it out, of course. We have the actual verb in infinitive, like always, and the conjugated helping verb at the very end. Let's do a last exercise for this topic, for now at least. Was passt zusammen? What does fit? If you want, you can now press pause, try to read, and put the sentences together. Of course, it must make sense and be logical. Just try it out. Der Chef hat zu Julia gesagt, dass sie am Wochenende arbeiten muss. The chef said to Julia that she has to work on the weekend. And as you can see, the sentence gets longer and longer. It doesn't have to be always findet, meint, es ist schade. It can be a normal sentence, especially to quote somebody. He said that, and so on. Es ist schade, dass du keine Zeit hast. It is unfortunate that you do not have time. Paul freut sich, dass die Prüfung geschafft hat. Paul is happy that he passed the exam. Ich glaube nicht, dass ich mich geirrt habe. I do not believe, we have the negative here, I do not believe that I have mistaken. Sich irren means to make a mistake or to be confused, to have a confusion going on. But you can remember it as to mistake something. So, I don't think that I have been mistaken. Es ist wichtig, dass ihr euch alles genau notiert. It is important that you take good notes, that you write everything down. And the last one, wir hoffen, dass ihr uns bald besuchen könnt. We are hoping that you can visit us soon. So, as you can see, we have past tense. We have future. Am Wochenende arbeiten muss. Yeah, we have the future indicated with the weekend that's coming. Bald, also a future signal word. Bald besuchen könnt, to visit us soon. And we have present tense also, that you write everything down, that you do not have time. So keep in mind that das is possible for everything. It's really versatile. You can use it for super many expressions. It's really practical. Students make the mistake with the position a lot. It's really hard to remember for some people, but if you learn it now for the first time, learn it correctly. Watch my other videos of A2 especially. And if you learn it now correct, you will struggle not so much in the future, I promise. Speaking of position, I know it's really complicated because we learned many structures now to connect Nebensätze. This is a main part of A2 grammar. If you are confused, do not panic. Next week, we will do a special video and we will resume all the different ways to connect a Nebensatz that we learned so far. I will give you a little table. We will do it together. I will show you the position of the different word categories and you will see, okay, this is not so bad. So stay tuned, repeat, don't panic, and I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for your support. You can follow me on Instagram, on my Facebook group. I offer a lot of things there, from quizzes to Zoom meetings. You can check it out. If you need to repeat something, you can go back, watch my A1 grammar, A2. I have full series here. Don't give up, be positive, and I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.